Good morning and welcome to Herb Oracle Podcast, botanical divination with herbs, essences, flowers, and trees with your host, Herbal Marie. Let's start the day off pulling some oracle cards and getting a few messages. We can shoot the shiitake in a spiritual way-ish. And if you follow me on Instagram, I'll post a pic of the cards at Herb Oracle. Thanks so much for joining me. Here we go. It's Tuesday. That means we're doing some tarot. Tarot Tuesday tarot. Holy, oh my God. All right. So, how are you today? I slept in, really slept in. Woke up like a sweaty freaking mess. Doing errands. Have to leave here actually in an hour-ish or whatever, to take my daughter to the orthodontist. There's just, this whole week, we're back to reality here. It's not my appointment, right? But it's just so much dread involved with this stuff. And then I actually do have my own dentist appointment Thursday. So yeah, I kind of hate this week. But I'm trying to be a good sport about it. Oh, but it's just making me so tired. It's making me so freaking tired. So I thought we would do a spread today called the Mid-Year Healing Spread, because I realized that May is just about done. May's pretty much over for me. It's only the 18th or whatever, but to me, it's the 19th. But see what I mean? It's already even more done than I thought. And then it's going to be June. And that's the 6th month. And it's oh my gosh, we're halfway through 2020. How is that even possible? Well, it's definitely possible. So this tarot spread layout is from purefield.healing. Purefieldhealing.com is their website. And we've done spreads from her before. So I have a feeling I'll often do spreads from Pure Field Healing because they're good. So this is a 4-card spread, and they're kind of in the shape of a rhombus or a diamond. 1, 2, 3, and 4's at the bottom. So 1's at the left, 2's in the top point, and 3's over at the right, 4's at the bottom. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 questions that we can ask our tarot cards. Or oracle cards if you don't have a tarot deck. I feel like either one. I feel like you can read anything. Honey, if all you got is your kids' Pokemon cards, go grab them and shuffle them. Okay? I feel like we can get a reading off of them. At this point in my life, I can pretty much read anything. You can give me any deck. I think I probably could use it. So, the mid-year healing spread. The first question is going to be, what has been the main theme of my healing so far this year? So we're talking about healing today. We're coming on the middle of the year. Can't believe it, but hey, let's go with it. I mean, it kind of makes me excited actually, because I don't feel like it's my middle year yet, because I'm having a 44-week year with Ho, and we're on the 17th week. So once we get to week 22, I'll be wow, I'm halfway through my goals for the year. And in my mind, I'm thinking next year I'm not going to have any goals. So I feel like I'm on that momentum, let's get through this year and then we're done. We finished, or we don't have to live anymore. Okay, so we're going to ask the cards, what has been my main theme of my healing so far this year? The second one, it says, what area of my life needs more attention? That'll be our second card. So these are real general, so I kind of am digging it because I can't hardly open my eyes yet. And then the third one is, what's coming up to be healed in the next, it says 5 months. So it's first card, we're what has been the main theme of my healing. Second card is more right now, what area of my life needs more healing right now. Third card is going to be okay, and give me a heads up, what's going to surface or come up in the next 5 months to be healed. And then our fourth and final question that we'll pull today with Tarot Tuesday Tarot, is how can I best support my healing and my inner work? Besides vodka. All right, how can I best support my healing and inner work? I feel like we're doing all these, like we're doing so good. I feel like we're doing so good. I did like a little budget witchy spell last night. That's actually the name of it, Budget Witch. And she says, write a person's, if like anything or any person that you're done with their shit, you write their name or what the topic is on a little piece of toilet paper and you flush it down the toilet. And so I totally did that last night. I wrote down the name Andrew and I flushed him down the toilet. And I wrote on the toilet paper, Andrew, I'm done with your shit. And I really, really feel so much more free today. Like the more I do these silly little spells, the more I feel like, you know what, I'm just going to keep releasing myself and healing myself and balancing myself and loving myself. And like even today, it's so windy and breezy. Like when you go outside, your hair's like just flying and the breeze is just blowing on your face. It feels so cleansing. There's a lot of movement. There's a lot of air, energy, just kind of moving things along. So on that note, let's get our deck out. I didn't even make tea, but I did drink some chocolate milk. So how about that? Let's get our deck out, shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. And we'll ask these 4 questions by purefieldhealing.com. That they're on Instagram at purefield.healing. It's the mid-year healing spread. And then we'll just see what our cards have to say. And just on another random side note, as I'm looking out, seeing the lilac bush get dancing in the wind, I've got blooms out there that I could be smelling. So I need to definitely put that on my to-do list. Go smell those lilac blooms. I'm so proud of my little lilac bush. It literally started out as a tiny little stick about 5 years ago. And now it's as tall as me, I think. I'll go out there for sure and find out. All right, get your deck, girl. Make some tea too. This affirmation minute is brought to you by our delightful herb of the week, parsley, and I dedicate them lovingly all to you. I feel love. I create unity within by healing the Divine Mother and Father. I welcome the ending of the old energies and let them go. I manifest magical opportunities and create beauty through loving allowance for others and myself. I empower with light, the energy needed to bring forth what I claim. I feel love. I create unity within by healing the Divine Mother and Father. I welcome the ending of the old energies and let them go. I manifest magical opportunities and create beauty through loving allowance for others and myself. I empower with light, the energy needed to bring forth what I claim. And so it is. All right. My deck is shuffled. My laundry is switched. I got a tea bag in the cup. And, I was thinking 2 things while I was away from you. I was thinking 2 things. One, as I was switching over the laundry, I washed this jacket that my friend gave me. I was like, should I put this in the dryer? And I looked on the instruction label. Like, I didn't look before I washed it to see if it can be dried or not. And it says dry clean only. And I was like, you know what? I am so glad that I don't follow the rules. And I really don't give a shit. And I do everything the wrong way. And it still works out. For the most part. So I was laughing about that. So I'm letting the wind dry it on the porch. But anyways, I was thinking, yeah, there really is power in just not giving a fuck. There really is. It can really help you a lot. But then, I'm upstairs making tea, thinking about what I just thought in the basement. And I thought, you know what, though? I may not give a fuck about a lot of stuff, but what I do take seriously and what I do take value in is healing. Like, I truly do value healing. Emotional healing, spiritual healing, physical healing. I mean, I love healing. I love to do it myself. I love to see other people embark on their own healing journeys. And I just love self-improvement so very much. So I'm actually really open and excited about this spread, the mid-year healing spread, because I value healing so very, very much. So regardless of how, I'm sassy, I don't give a shit, I got a potty mouth, I'm Sadie TMI Cherico, I really am so silly in a lot of ways, but when we boil it down, I value healing sincerely. All right, so you ready? I'm ready. All right, so we're going to pull our first card, which is what has been the main theme of my healing so far this year. Now, right off the top of my own little head, I say heart healing. Oh my God, yeah, definitely heart healing, I would say. But let's see what the cards say. Okay, what has been the theme of my healing so far here in 2020? Maybe something with self-worth, self-esteem, forgiveness. We're coming off the bottom. It's Mugwort, the High Priestess, number 2. So what has been the main theme of my healing so far this year? Ooh, stepping into the knowingness that I am indeed a high priestess in my own way, and so are you, right? We all are. Let's see what the key words are, though. The high priestess, definitely emotional healing, right? Would you say that? Let's see, the high priestess Mugwort. She says, follow the fragrance of mystery, awaken ancient memory, divine messages in dreams and visions. So maybe healing in my intuition, in my dreams. I'm just going to read Mugwort and then we'll see if it has anything even to do with what I have been healing so far this year. So it's a really blue scene. Okay, there's an unfinished Mugwort dream pillow of stars and moons, and it lies on a blue silk cloth. The thread is still attached to the needle. It loops around and curves, curled leaves, because there's Mugwort all over the place. A small scroll tied with satin ribbon is tucked inside. 3 rose hips split open, revealing their seeds near vials of copal and storax resin. A moon phase pendant is draped across the table. So yeah, it's definitely like stuff scattered. The resins and the pendants and the mugwort leaves and the rose hips and it's like, yeah, scattered. And the blue silk looks like flowing water. The mystery summons the awakening one. Answer the call. Known for its aromatic leaves, mugwort enhances dreams and strengthens intuition. Just as the bitter taste of the tea is hard to swallow, what is revealed may be unpleasant. So I will definitely stop myself right there and be like, yeah, it is the healing work that I did so far this year. I would definitely say it may have been unpleasant. Oh my God. Yeah, bitter, but it needed to be done. It needed to surface. Yeah, everything that's happening needs to be happening. Healing is sure to come once your visions are acknowledged. Healing is sure to come once your visions are acknowledged. The silver leaves of mugwort easily hide the plant from all but the best foragers. unless you just come to my house, and it is literally like on half of the house. It's everywhere. You can't miss it. The silver leaves, they make it hard to find in the wild. This is a secret between you and the dream time. You need not share. So, burn mugwort incense before a journaling session to decipher messages in dreams and visions. So I would say, since the question was, what has been the main theme of my healing so far this year, I would definitely say some very bitter, mysterious, unpleasant stuff. Maybe some things that like I really had to decipher, to figure out. Like I just really have been a little bit unsure sometimes, like why I still have this, why like this is what, like, okay, like when I walked away from my lover because I knew I could not have alcoholism to that extent in my life, or I don't want any alcoholism in my life, honestly, unless it's me. I'm not against having a drink, but I am definitely uncomfortable with alcohol dependence to such a degree that it's just ridiculous. Anyways, when I decided that that was not good for me, that wasn't what I wanted, and I walked away from someone who was unwilling to change, even though like I cared so much for him so intensely, so quickly, you know, I really was shocked by how devastated I was, and still am. My voice just quivered there a little bit. Like I am still very, very sad, and I know it's because like I love this person. Like I instantly loved this person, and it sucks so bad for me as a healer to not be able to help someone. I feel like I failed. But then, and at the same time, I feel rejected. That like I wasn't, quote, good enough for him to change his addiction. And it's true that he didn't change his addiction. It's not true that I'm not good enough. I am worthy. I am good enough of whatever I want. But it is true that he literally, over the last 3 months, has never drank one less beer in my honor. He is an addict. He is an alcoholic. He is a drunk. He is dependent on almost every level for alcohol every single day. And that sucks. It just sucks. And what sucks is, you know, I don't allow that in my life. I wish I could help. I want to help. If he would ever want my help, I would help him. I would totally help him. But it's just not going to happen. And so, yeah, this theme in my life has been so unpleasant and so, bitter, because I'm angry with him and sad and heartbroken and devastated, and I miss him at the same time. And I feel rejected at the same time. It's just mugwort is like a good herb to describe what my healing journey so far has been like in this year. Because have you ever smelled mugwort? It is like nothing else. I love it. I love it. Some people might think it's a little bit stinky, but I think it's like mysterious, and I'm drawn to it. But then at the same time, like, as it was saying, it's so bitter. You can only handle a little bit at a time. You don't want more than, you know what I mean? Even when you burn it, it's like, whoa. So it's like I've only been able to do like my healing in little chunks here, like a little bit here, like as much as I can handle, because it's been so bitter and intense and almost repulsive, but yet I can't stay away from it. I have to do this healing. So anyways, I don't know if I mean, I'm okay pleased with that. Artemisia. I'm glad it's with the Artemisia family. Interestingly, because like the Artemisia family, it's really drawn to me. I'm really drawn to it. Even with this whole coronavirus stuff, I see Madagascar has just released a drink that has Sweet Annie in it. That's part of the Artemisia family. And I have that growing everywhere too. So, I mean, this is my fam. The warts, the mugworts, the motherwort, the St. John's wort. I mean, them's my boys. All right, I guess that's it. That's Mugwort and the High Priestess is the main theme of my healing so far this year. What did you get? I'm curious what you got. But yeah, I mean, the fragrance of mystery, ancient memories. Yeah, that has been the theme. Old ass shit. Old stuff. Here's the thing. I should have never felt that rejected from this guy if it was a standalone experience. But he triggered stuff in me from my childhood, from having an alcoholic father who wouldn't quit drinking for me. That's why it hurt so fucking bad. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, we have to realize sometimes, like, when your response is insane, let's just be honest, when you were like, I am so hurt by this, I don't even understand why I'm this hurt by this, you're gonna have to figure out the mystery to it. Why did this feel like grief to me? Okay, so what? It didn't work out, but why do I feel like actual grief in my heart? And it's like, you have to kind of follow the mystery of it all, figure it out. These ancient memories that also need healed from your childhood, maybe from previous incarnations, maybe you're helping heal from the collective. Like, it's deeper than just what happened on the surface. So yeah, it's like a lot of my healing so far, I've had to be like, what in the world is this really about? There's got to be more contributing factors than what my eyes can see. Because like, when I look at it on the surface and I'm like, why are you even tripping over this boy? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, great, he had a big dick. Good for him, good for you. But clearly, that's not why you're so sad. You know what I mean? Like, like, the hoe in me is like, oh man, I really wish that would have worked out between us. And I was really laughing about that the other day, because I was like, you know what this has taught me? That there are things that really actually, like, I really do love sex, you guys. I'm not bashful about that. But you know what? There's actually things that are even more important to me than that sexual connection, right? Like it's like, I don't care how big your dick is, like, you cannot be poison in your body like that. That is unattractive. That just repulses me. I don't care how big your dick is. All right, let's pull our next card before I wish I wouldn't have said all these things. Never. I'm always going to say everything. But you know what? It's like every time I figure out a little bit more, let myself dive deeper into my healing this year, understand that, like, yeah, I felt rejected by my recent lover. Why? Because I've been feeling rejected my whole life. Why? Because I just spent the year before, I spent 2019 feeling rejected from my husband. Like that, I mean, how long is that going to take to heal? And then to understand that, like, really, like, I never really would have said I felt rejected from my biological father, but in fact, like, I have this huge issue that just, I guess, has always been with me, that, like, when people choose substances over me, it's like, apparently that runs pretty deep. That's a pretty deep wound. Yeah, so anyways, I just want to put it out there. I am doing my healing work out to the universe. I appreciate being shown all this. And yeah, shout out to people with coping skills. I mean, I never realized how much I would actually appreciate that in a person. But the older I get, it's like, just send me people with coping skills, right? Who don't have all these issues. But then at the same time, apparently I'm here to heal those issues within me, and then help maybe others hopefully heal. And if I can't help them, I can't really get into it. But anyways, Mugwort says, wrap it up, girl. You're rambling. Healing is sure to come once your visions are acknowledged. Just as the bitter taste of the tea is hard to swallow, what is revealed may be unpleasant. but healing is sure to come once your visions are acknowledged. So, in conclusion, the theme of my healing so far in 2020 this year has been looking at shit that was hard to swallow about others and about myself and about what actually I have inside to me that still needs healed. But sometimes it's like if we can just allow ourselves to acknowledge it, have the vision, pay attention to it, acknowledge it. The healing is sure to come once our visions are acknowledged. All right, ready? Here we go. Next card. This one's going up at the top. It says, what area of my life needs more attention? Besides my pussy, I would say, I don't know. What area of my life? Definitely my I don't know. I feel pretty good today, but I still know that I have to work on my confidence, and I have to work on just getting into my own rhythm and my own flow. I still feel like I'm cutting cords. Here it is, almost June. I still feel like I'm cutting cords, and ironically, I don't know why I'm thinking about this, I still have my winter coat on the coat rack. It's just a really weird year. Can we please progress already? Let's get moving. What area of my life needs more attention? I will give every area of my life more attention because it really is just me, and I am putting that into my vortex more and more. I don't need a man right now, okay? But here is the card that's going to come in and give me a little idea what area of my life needs more attention. I got catnip reversed. All right, so catnip reversed. This is like the little girl who's gonna play and there's a sleeping cat under the catnip, and she's kind of gonna bother the cat a little bit. So definitely inner child, maybe having more fun with my own kids. The Iha of air is where we're going. So I would say this is a pretty good, what needs more attention. Well, this is coming in reverse to show me that this definitely is an area that is needing more attention. Catnip, Nepeta Kataria, says, return to beginner's mind, first thought, best thought, make mischief with a sleeping cat. So, be more excited about life, which really, I get that because, here I am. How did I start off this podcast? We're almost halfway through the year, and then we can be done living. I've definitely lost my excitement in a lot of ways. Excuse me while I slurp. Can I get back to having more fun with the plants and people and my family and my podcasts and just feeling more excited? So this is a beautiful, bright picture of a spring day. It's just so much greenery. There's so much catnip. It's just like my yard. There's also sage, lemon balm, and California poppy along with this catnip that fill a small garden. There is a slumbering cat that's barely noticeable in the catnip. It's just curving all around the cat's head like a wild green mane. Now a little girl plucks a sprig of catnip in her right hand and gleefully reaches toward the sleeping animal. So the Iha of air, which is coming in to answer what area of my life needs more attention, the Iha of air invites everything to be her teacher. She observes the cat and playfully follows her into the catnip. Like this herb that grows wild through the garden, she lets the world around her inform the direction she takes. She approaches learning with the innocence of a child. She may revisit a well-known subject with the curiosity of a beginner. Just as catnip settles emotions with its refreshing medicine, she sets her feelings aside and communicates her observations and questions clearly. So I would say definitely try something new. just be open. Be more open. Let the wind take you wherever. Be observant. Ask some questions. Learn, like, just, you can ask questions. Learn something new. Get into that beginner's mind. And here's an idea. Strengthen the psychic bond between you and your familiars. So yeah, maybe like me and my dogs and my rabbits, like I could spend more time with them, connecting that energy. Definitely, I feel like, catnip is such a kid herb. So yeah, I feel like, strengthening my bond with my human familiars, my kids too, and maybe start getting the love of learning going on in myself and everyone around me. But yeah, I do also love make a little mischief with a sleeping cat. Return to beginner's mind. First thought, best thought. So what area of my life needs more attention? I guess just like getting back to being interested in life. Yeah? I don't know. We got to keep going because we got to keep going. The time's flying. It's 11:30. All right. I cannot believe I have to take my daughter to the orthodontist today. Like, I just am in such disbelief that I have to real life it today. And then again on Thursday. Like, so much real life this week. I'm going to be overloaded. But hey, whatever. Like catnip is saying, just go at it. Like, just go with it. Let life just figure it out, and you go with it and be a beginner. And I would say catnip definitely has a present moment. What area of my life needs more attention? This present now moment, getting awakened to the now moment and seeing all the really curious and interesting things going on right now. So that is a beautiful way to break free from the past and not get inundated by the future. So if we're sad and depressed, we are spending too much time in the past. If we are anxious and overwhelmed, we're spending too much time in the future. So we really, really do need to just stay here in the now moment, staying present. And so catnip is saying, yeah, stay here, be playful, have fun, open your eyes, see some new things. Pretend like you don't know anything and you're like learning for the first time. All right, good enough. Okay, now right to the right now. So we've got like our first card on the west, catnip's up there in the north. Now we're going over here to the east corner. And it is what's coming up to be healed in the next 5 months. Oh my God, my nose is so itchy. What's coming up in the next 5 months that needs healed? Give me a heads up of the fuckery headed my way. I mean, please let me know what I'm now ready to heal. Please let me know what's coming up. All right, we've got one that flipped out and laid on the middle of the deck. I'm looking at Mint, the 4 of water. So what is coming up in the next 5 months to be healed? The 4 of water, Mint. Okay, what is really positive to me is at least these herbs are getting better tasting. So we started with mugwort, which is bitter and hard to swallow. We then catnip, which in my opinion, you can only tolerate so much catnip too. Like it could make you nauseous. It's really a powerful, like, dang. And now finally we've gotten something palatable. So as far as like the healing projection, I'm feeling good about this because at least it's something that we can enjoy. So as mugwort was maybe healing that I did not enjoy so far this year, even catnip is sort of like a little bit annoying to me. Like, I love it, but yeah, it does grow everywhere in the garden. Like, it's like everything is demanding attention, like right here, right now, and the best thing you can do is surrender to it and be just a part of it, be present. That's the best way to deal with the now, is to just be fully here, fully in your body, fully aware. So, and I love thinking, well, what's coming up now? What's coming up in the next however many months? Mint. 4 of water, something that tastes good. So this is like a little shady Italian table and chairs under the tree. There's a white bird bath. Looks like a blue jay on the bird bath. Big bird on the bird bath. They're kind of, blue jays are sometimes a little bit of a nuisance. Like sometimes people don't want them at their bird feeders because they bully the other birds. It's a big bird. But yeah, I just want to notice how much blue's on this table though. And there's a blue bird, and there's so much blue on the mugwort table too. So there's a lot of blues. Okay, 4 of water. Answering the question, what's coming up to be healed in the next 5 months? Mint says, take time to refresh your spirit. Oh my God. Thank you, baby Jesus. I'm like, my arms are back. Yes. Can I just take time to refresh my spirit? Because this first half of the year was exhausting. Beneficial, necessary, incredibly important, but exhausting. So yes, if for the next 5 months I could take time to refresh my spirit, that would be very healing. That would be very good for me. So that's what Mint is saying. Take time to refresh your spirit. Prevent plenty from becoming too much. So as abundance finds me, as I have a lot of choices, things that I could do, prevent plenty from becoming too much. Keep my life simple. Don't take on more than I need to. Just keep at this pace. Quench your thirst with gratitude. Hell yeah. I mean, I used to really be on the gratitude train. I used to be like, choo choo, the conductor, and I really fell off the gratitude train hard. And I need to get back on. And I really need to get back on appreciating and loving life sincerely. Like I try, but like sometimes I am just a little bitter and scornful and resentful in the back of my mind, you know? Like I'm like, oh, thank you. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, ugh, I hate life. You know what I mean? So I'd like to like get rid of that and really just love being outside, being with the birds, under a tree, letting the breeze tickle me, have a book, have a drink, have some mint water, really just have a read, have a magazine. I don't know what's on the chair there. It looks almost like a bandana. But yeah, really replenish and refresh my spirit. So yeah, there's peppermint everywhere along the garden wall. There's some freshly picked leaves. They're in a pitcher of cold water. There's 4 glasses, which is really sweet because that is me and my 3 kids. And I was really feeling the kid vibe with the catnip. So it's like, yeah, let's just like enjoy this summer. My son's gonna be 18 in August. Like I really do need to like, you know, just enjoy my little bears now. Now. 3 are full, 1 is empty. Okay, so he's probably not going to come outside because he's almost 18. Dappled summer light dances over the table. Despite his loud call, a blue Steller's jay sitting on a bird bath goes unnoticed. A discarded handkerchief hangs over the only chair. So, life sometimes leads to boredom or discontent. Your lack of interest is keeping you from connection. Yeah, that's where we were headed with this, because that's what Catnip was saying. I have to get reinterested, get that beginner's mind, get back into paying attention to life. And that's what Mint is saying too. I have not been interested in life. I'm really ready to tap out most of the days. Like everyone's like, coronavirus. And I'm like, fucking kill me. I don't care. Your lack of interest is keeping you from connection. Yeah, and that does not feel good. So I would rather feel good. So I have no other choice than to start loving life again. Create a nourishing space to contemplate your feelings. Mint plants are used as border plants because they can be trained to grow as a lively, it says lively hedge, but I'm thinking they meant to say living hedge. However, just as mint can overtake your garden if it is not contained, your feelings can overwhelm. So, is this a heads up that I need to be watching myself in the next 5 months? Watching that my feelings don't overwhelm me, watching that I don't fall into such disconnection and discontent. I gotta watch that stuff. I gotta watch. I do. I definitely have to keep it in check. Your feelings can overwhelm. Replenish your emotional reserves with uplifting practices. Yeah, like my religion over the next 5 months needs to be uplifting my ass on the daily, on the hourly. Like really doing my best to uplift myself. Mint tea is energizing and refreshing medicine. So over the next 5 months, notice and appreciate the blessings in your life. Do not take them for granted. Build a foundation for emotional stability with a gratitude practice. Yeah, I am welcoming this invitation for healing. Gratitude heals, you guys. It really does. And gratitude definitely helps build a foundation for emotional stability. And I heed the message, don't take your blessings for granted. And even this morning, when I was putting on my face lotion and my lavender oil and stuff, I have this little jar that my daughter bought me that says count your blessings. Like I think she just got it at the Dollar Tree or whatever. Yeah, she did. It's cute. And it's a little white jar. It has a lid, and you're supposed to write your blessings and put them in there. And I did, that when I first got it, but there's still a lot more room in that jar. I could be continually counting my blessings, and I need to, and I want to. So I'm gonna. What else does it say? Sit quietly and bring your awareness to what you have overlooked. So kind of like catnip too, I feel like they're working hand in hand here. Catnip is saying, have that beginner's mind, get an awareness, present moment, see things now. And I need to continue to do that over the next 5 months and just see what I have been overlooking, what I have forgotten to be grateful for. And really make sure that I don't overlook any blessings. So yeah, I'm loving and I'll have so much mint, mostly Egyptian mint, but some ginger mint, orange mint. I have a lot of orange mint. I have mojito mint, but I don't actually even really hardly like that mint. But I got lots of mint. Begin a gratitude practice with a pot of warm peppermint tea. Indulge in a mint foot bath to refresh your spirit. Yeah, I think over the next 5 months, I really want to cater to my body, take care of it. Foot baths, foot lotion, like just loving all parts of me. Doing some body care practices, rubbing oil on my skin, taking care of my hair, taking care of my face, taking care of my teeth. Like really just building myself up again and loving myself. One more suggestion from Mint for the next 5 months. Place mint in a vial and wear it around your neck to help contain overwhelming emotions. So over the next 5 months, I really need to give myself the space to build my own foundation for emotional stability. Watch that my emotions don't go minty wild, don't take over the place. And yeah, continue to just do what refreshes my spirit, make sure I don't get overwhelmed with life. And it's like maybe just hide away under that tree and in the shade, unplug more, get the fuck off Facebook, quit letting people have access to you so much. Just build yourself up, and at the same time, quench your thirst with gratitude. Let gratitude be your new healing BFF, your new religious practice of counting your blessings, being grateful every day. Just let it fill you up. Oh my gosh. life can sometimes lead to boredom or discontent, but that will then lead to disconnection. And it's like, my healing be all about reconnecting with myself and my higher self and my gratitude and my appreciation and just really getting refreshed. Because then shit could hit the fan in another 5 months, so I'll be ready for it. So don't take anything for granted. All right, I'm glad I'm being open to this and being positive and having like, all right, that seems good. Okay, I can do that. Because I really have done enough this year. I just feel like I've done enough. So yeah, I feel like my focus now needs to be getting on getting myself rebuilt with appreciation and gratitude and reconnecting my interest in life. So, okay, here we go. Last card. This one goes at the bottom down on the south point of our rhombus triangle spread, the mid-year healing spread by purefieldhealing.com. How can I best support my healing and inner work? How can I best support my healing and inner work? Let's pull our final card. How can I best support my healing and inner work? I think most of our cards have come off the bottom. Nettle, which makes me wish I had time to go get some, but I can get some when I get back tonight, and drink more nettle. I've been eating nettle potato soup, but let's think about what nettle can help. How can I best support my healing and inner work? Nettle, which makes me laugh because I am nettle. Just be myself. Hey, if I want to sting people if they come too close, that's fine. That's fine. That might actually best support my healing and inner work right now if I could just be left alone to be my incredibly nutritious self. Nettle says, health and wealth may begin with a sting. Take the next step, even if it hurts. Let your gifts take root in the physical world. So how can I best support my healing and inner work? Well, one, just be grateful that I'm on the path. Yeah, it was pretty freaking stingy. It was very stingy so far this year, very stingy. But Nettle says you have to keep going. You have to keep going. Take the next step, even if it hurts. If I would stay right here where I'm at, emotionally, energetically, I could only downward spiral from here. If I would stop right here and stop doing my inner work, I'm just telling you, even though I'm in a good mood right this second, without me uplifting myself, like Mint said, my weight, my emotional weight right now is kind of heavy, so it'll pull me back down. Like, my sadness could easily pull me back down right now. So Nettle's saying you have to keep taking the next step. You have to keep moving forward. You have to. That's why Mint is saying you will have me every day. Every day we will be outside. We will be putting leaves in cups and pitchers. We will be having like 14 picnics a day. We will just be taking care of self, loving self, uplifting self, feeling gratitude obnoxiously. We're going to be like obnoxious appreciators, because if we don't, we will fall back down. We will drift to the bottom of the tank. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if we don't keep afloat, it's just, this stuff will bring us back down. So it might sting a little bit, but we just keep on taking the next step. And Nettle also says, let your gifts take root in the physical world. So how can I best support my healing and inner work? So we're in the forest, a dense evergreen forest. It's brimming with life. There's some broken branches of a giant moss-covered evergreen, making way for the sun. There is a bunch of nettles being illuminated. There's a little butterfly flitting about. It's going to lay some eggs underneath one of the nettle leaves. It says the tiny poison-filled syringes on the leaves and stem glisten in the light. So it's this beautiful plant. Nettle's saying, the beginning of a new project can be challenging. Respond to practical developments with action. The outcome is closer than you think. So Nettle's saying, what can best support my healing and inner work right now? Doing something, taking action. Nettle stops us when it brushes against our skin and stings. So pay attention to what is calling. So what can help me right now? Being very aware, paying attention, noticing everything. If something stings, notice it. Nettle is potent medicine. You already have the access to the resource you desire, but you may need to accept it first. So very interesting. Find stability and prosperity in fulfilling work that takes root in the physical world. Develop your skills and enjoy your creations. Receive the gifts of the earth. Build on the path of your ancestors. So I would say what can help me right now, keep on doing my projects, doing my podcast, doing my work. Catnip is chiming in saying make sure you're getting like a renewed excitement about your projects and your work and start to have more fun with making this stuff. Have your beginner's mind and, let's just finish out the year, Sade, okay? Mint is saying, come on, let's finish out the year. Let's uplift ourselves. Let's create that stability, right? And Nettle is saying find stability and prosperity in fulfilling work. So between fulfilling work and nourishing and uplifting myself, I really, over the next 5 months, can create a stable foundation for myself to grow on, right? As I accept the gifts of the earth and I let my gifts take root in the physical world. Nettle is saying, what can help support your healing and inner work right now? Take charge of my well-being. Well, I kind of always have and do, but it's like saying, don't stop. Keep taking charge of your well-being. Take your next steps. Commit to your next steps. Write, put it down in writing. Share your projects and plans with trusted friends. I guess just keep on doing is the best thing I can do to support my healing and inner work. Now would not be the time to shut up and quit podcasting. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is I just am so thankful for this podcast because I never would have thought about any of this morning if I was just vacuuming. Do you know what I mean? Or it really helps me bring things to the surface. It helps me acknowledge things. It helps me clear things up. It helps me commit. It helps remind me. It helps me talk it out, work it out, sometimes shout it out. But it's like I have to keep doing this for myself. I have to. And hopefully it's received as a gift for people who need it or need the example of it or just need the entertainment of me like dissecting myself publicly. But anyways, Nettle's saying don't stop. Yeah, it has stung. Mugwort is saying, yeah, it was bitter. Like if your next 5 months were like the last 5 months, we could see you trying to die in your sleep. Which I did joke about that last night. I was kind of hoping I would die in my sleep so I wouldn't have to get up today and do any of this stuff that I have to do this week. But it's like, guess what? I had the most heavy sleep ever, but I didn't die. It's not my time yet, so get over it. Appreciate your life. Start loving your life. Get interested in life. You are a curious individual. You love to learn. Don't let this heartache and grief and stuff that you had to trudge up distract you from that. It really did distract you from that. And now we're saying that's enough of that. It's time to get back to you. It's time to get back to building you up. It's time to get back to loving life and uplifting yourself to the point where you genuinely love your existence. So anyways, that's Tarot Tuesday, Tuesday Tarot, and that is my mid-year healing spread by purefieldhealing.com. Dang. So thank you for hanging out, for shuffling and pulling cards with me. Thank you, Mugwort. Thank you, Catnip. Thank you, Mint. And thank you, Nettle. Now, the really cool thing about that to me is all 4 of those grow in my yard profusely. I have every fucking thing I need. There's nothing that I should be wanting for or wishing for or thinking that I don't have. I have everything I need in my backyard and within myself. So that is my mid-year healing review. Like, yeah, it's been tough. It's been bitter. I cannot believe the stuff that I've uncovered. I can't believe how much it's hurt. Stinging Nettle saying, yep, sometimes it does. Keep on going. Don't quit. Don't stop. YOLO, right? You just keep on going. Catnip is saying, yeah, and have a little fun while you're at it. Like, we know you enjoy mischief. You little fairy. Like, keep on having fun and being playful. And at the same time, replenishing and refreshing your spirit with mint and just really clearing yourself out and uplifting yourself into the vibration of appreciation and gratitude and loving and vibing high as we keep building and repairing and building that foundation. But the key thing is, don't stop. Keep going. Keep going. Pay attention. Open your eyes. Be like a brand new soul. Just get excited about things as best you can, and every moment enjoy yourself. Get into a perpetual state of enjoyment. All right, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out. I gotta run, but come back tomorrow. We're gonna manifest more friendship. I'm looking forward to it. Thanks, y'all. Much love.